Hello, my name is Matthew. I am a member of support here at Member Leap Fees Consulting, and today I'm going to show you more about our custom reporting. You can find this by going to Reporting, and then clicking on Custom Reports. On the screen, you will see the three columns, which will show the report name, the report description, as well as the option to edit the report or delete the report. You can, by default, it does show 50 reports at a time, but you can change this to show all your reports. As you can see here, we have a little bit over, so we'll have the arrows left and right down here. You can add a new report down at the bottom or at the top. Let's do that now. The report name is the first thing that you'll see when you come to a report. So let's just do demo report. The description, once you do start getting more than 5 or 10 custom reports, I would recommend adding a description in, just so you know exactly what this report will be searching for. There is an option here to include it in quick reports. This will give it availability to member level users that you can find by going to resources and quick reports. Alright, as you can see here, I already have one that is started, so let's get back to that. If you'd like, and you would not like to make it available to all member level users, you can also give individual permission to this report by either searching for a person by first or last name. So let's try adding our programmer, and you can see that there are quite a few emails for him here. As you can see, the link for this will appear in the My Membership Info section under the Report Permissions heading for this. Let's go to the next page. Here is where you are able to add what member types this will search. By default, it will just have a clear page. Here it shows all the member types, including the non-member types. The member statuses are down here: active, drop, pending, and denied. You can choose to select all full member types, which is all your member types that are not your non-member plans, such as your prospects or your past members. Or you can choose to select all. So if you'd like to run a report of all your members, past and present, you would just select all the boxes and then select all the member statuses like this. So let's go to the next page. Here is where you can begin your query construction. If you'd like to just create a custom list of people that you are able to easily find, you can click this button here at the top. It will show a list of all your members, which you can add to this list. So when you run a report, you will always have this list available. So say you have a custom list of executive board members that do not have the @board symbol checked on their member profile, and you'd like to make that available for member level users, you can create that report here. If you'd like to go back to the previous screen, you can just click here to build a query to return. The first option here is for cross-reference members. Here you can choose to select only people that are add cross-reference members to the result, return only those that are cross-referenced to results, or return just the people that have people cross-referenced to them to the result. You can choose to see how they were referred to, what project committee they are in, when their project committee service dates were, whether they are active, pending, or inactive in a project committee, what category they are in for that committee, as well as the more category project or product types. This is something that's a little bit custom with our Pastry Chef website. Down here, you have the email list options that you can find all your members that have the suppress broadcast emails checked, the exclude from public member list checked, hide home phone, mailing address, name and position, the email address, the public URL, the send newsletter. This newsletter option is what I would typically recommend using if you have a physical newsletter that you send out. Your email list here, prospect newsletters members board, whether or not they do have an email address in the file, if they do not have a website on the file, what their member security level is. So say you want to run a report of people who are admins on the website, whether they have calendar access, database access, or file archive access, or they even have read-only access. If you're using the prospect temperature functionality of the website, you can search whether the prospect is a cold, lukewarm, warm, or hot prospect, what their join month was, what their join date before or after was, what their drop date was before or after, the reason for their drop, the reinstate or change dates, what their employee counts were, do they have a dues override on their account, do they have member add-ons? This is something that, again, you can have added to your system. This is something that is added on our Pastry Chef website. What their email address is. So say you want to just search for people that have a Gmail account. Their address, city, state, or zip. If you want to just search the preferred address, their region or country. If you want to disregard the alternate addresses in their profile, so say you have a work address as well as a home address and you want to disregard the work address, you would select this option. This option is selected by default to include records without addresses. So if you do have a record that doesn't have an address, such as a prospect, this will include them within the list. This next option, paid status, shows whether they are a paid member or if they are paid or in uninvoiced. You can choose their paid through date range, whether they are or are not registered for an event, what is within their dynamic fields, as these are shown here, or what is within their notes field. So let's just choose to see everyone that has the newsletter list checked. This next option here, sort order, allows you to sort the options by default. I typically do last name, first name, but you can choose other options such as their member type, what their join date was, address, their board position, or engagement score. Here you have the list of all of our output types. You have the roster lists, which add a little bit more detail depending on which one. The multi-line member report, which just adds all the basic information about their profile. The selected fields in the HTML custom format, which allows you to output exactly what fields you'd like into the format. Both or all three of these options do get the option to output it as a CSV or an Excel file. You can just show the counts of whether or not they are counted, as well as multiple mailing list options, the KML if you're looking to map this on a map program. Walking lists will show whether they are within walking distance of something, the cross-reference report, the member directory reports, postcard, which does fit within the mailing list options, as well as your extract options. These extract options are your Excel or CSV options. These are different depending on what type of Excel program you have. Typically, I would recommend the extract CSV without quotes. If you want to pull all information about the member profile, I would recommend the detail extract that is comment delimited. You can use the Gmail extract to import it into Gmail. You can output just their email only, whether this is a letter that you're trying to print out, or if there's a membership certificate. So let's output this as the multi-line member report. As you can see here, there are 89 records available, and if you click for the PDF output, you can see here the list of all the members that have suppressed broadcast or the newsletter checked on their profile. And if you go back to the main menu and go to the reporting, custom reports, you can actually just run this report instead of going through that entire process. You can just click the report and it will run the report for you, which you can easily then click to download. Alright, this has been the custom reports section of the website. If you have any questions, feel free to contact our support team at service@vconsulting.com. Thank you very much.